What up, y'all? My bad. It is your boy Zay back again with another unboxing video. Now this one is a big one. Now this one I got from Target. Yep, I went to Target and ended up getting something that I've been waiting for, and they actually had four of these from the app. They said that they had four, but we only saw two of them. Only two of them, and that is the Hasbro Marvel Legends series, Sony's and Marvel Studios Spider-Man No Way Home from 2021, the Maxwell Dillion / Electro Deluxe action figure from this year 2025. About time. About time. So I still need to get Sandman from the retro card wave, like back in 2023, and then I'll be all set with the villains. So which I do have all the villains except for Sandman, and then of course Lizard is a Amazon exclusive, which he's coming out on August 1st. So I will be getting him also to kind of wrap up the No Way Home collection. So, and that it's cool. It's cool. But was it really worth the wait of 4 years? I think so. Yeah, I think it was worth waiting the 4 years to get the full wrap up of the villains from Spider-Man No Way Home. And I'm telling you, when they did that live stream where they showed Lizard, because they showed Lizard first, and then I think in another live stream they showed Electro. So here we got the box right here. It's, you can actually see him, and he is another deluxe figure from the No Way Home line, because Green Goblin and Doc Ock and the Lizard too are deluxe figures. And the only one that is not a deluxe was Sandman. Oh man, because he came out at the same time when they re-released the Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, uh, which they're the same exact figures but with the Peter Parker heads. And they also released the Matthew Murdock figure, the Michelle Jones Watson figure, and the Tom Holland Peter Parker Spider-Man figure with the new red and blue suit. Yeah, he came out with those alongside with those figures. Green Goblin and Doc Ock, on the other hand, they were like separate releases because they were deluxe figures. So, and because of that, this figure was again the over $40 price tag because it's a deluxe. So, I mean, at the end of the day, is it worth it? It's really up to you. It's up to you. So, let's go ahead and take a look at the box. You can see the figure right there. It says Marvel's Electro. And then on one side of the box, you can see Jamie Foxx's Max Dillon Electro right there. And then on the other side, it's pretty much the same picture, but it's like a side, not even a side view, it's a full picture. And then on the back is actually the full picture, which is concept art, by the way. So the bio reads, brought in from another universe with Doctor Strange's spell, Max Dillon comes back stronger than he ever stronger than ever as the electrifying, manipulating villain. Okay, so that's his bio there. And that about does it for the box. So, oh yeah, and it also has just like with all the other figures, it has the Tom Holland Spider-Man logo on top. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this guy opened up. I actually remembered to grab this before recording this time. So, let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, has like a little flap right here on the bottom of the box. Oh, that has to be cut off. Okay. There's a piece of tape right there. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. Alright, simple as that. Simple as that. And I'm not seeing no twist ties on him, but I do see tape on his other hands that he comes with. So let's take those out right there. There we go. So in total, he comes with again, one pair of hands, because defaulted out the box, he already comes with fisted hands. Okay, so let's get his electrifying pieces out. So he comes with two of them. That's cool. Now let's get the main figure out of here. There we go. Oh, in the back of the box, there's like a backdrop there, which I don't think was the same backdrop from the other No Way Home figures, but it's cool. I like the gold. It's nice. So I'm gonna set that off to the back, right there. You know what? I'll put this right here, actually, because I'm probably gonna put some stuff back. All right. Oh, and he stands pretty good for the most part. Okay, so all right, taking a look at the accessories first. Let's start off with the hands. So like I said, he out the box, he already comes with the fisted hands, and then a pair each of open hands. So this one has like a grip type of hand. It is well sculpted, I'll give it that. And you can see like there's the kind of like metal. I think it was metal in the movie. I'm not sure. But you can see that part, as well as the gloves which are fingerless. Right there, there's that one, and then there's this one, which is more so, I guess electric zapping hands. And there you go. They're both on hinges too, which is cool. All right, and then look, I'm only gonna show you one of the. I think these are the same. They're not the same. Okay, but I am gonna show you, one of each. So here's this one. Right here, and they are yellow this time around instead of blue. There you go, and then here's the other one, which is slightly longer than this one. Like, this one has more electricity going through, and it is made out of that translucent plastic for both of them, so which means you can see through them. But yeah, those are the accessories that he comes with. And now let's take a look at the actual figure. Okay, so here's the actual figure out of the box. And one thing that is really pissing me off about this figure is that this electric mask piece, it doesn't come off so that you can't see the Jamie Foxx Maxwell Dillion head sculpt, because due to licensing issues. I mean, you can still kind of see his face because it is made out of that translucent plastic, as you can see. So you can kind of see through it, but his actual eyeballs are like just plain white, which makes sense. And I believe from the side you could kind of see it. So the lightness is there, but it's not there, so it's like 50-50. But yep, he's got like the clean shave going on, because he did look different in No Way Home compared to The Amazing Spider-Man 2, where he had more of the cringy, I'm gonna say cringy hairstyle. And then looking at the costume, which is really good actually. And then he has like these tubes, like kind of like hose, if you will, hoses. And then he has like these metal plates on his forearms there. And the tubes go all the way down to his um pants legs there. And then here's another part that's kind of pissing me off is there's no arc reactor sculpting or let alone paint in there. But I think I should be okay if, I mean, it's not one of the biggest plot points of the movie, but Electro takes the arc reactor that was originally inside the fabricator in No Way Home. He takes it, and then he uses it pretty much with this suit, which again is really cool looking. I like that, but I wish at least it was sculpted. At least it was sculpted, but I guess that's okay. So then looking at the pants and the boots, you gotta respect the Tims. Respect the Tims, bro. And he does have peg holes at the bottom of the his Tims. So if you got like a display stand, you can display them onto it. Then looking at the back of the figure, you can see some more plates. Not a bad figure when it comes to paint and sculpt, and I'm not noticing any like paint smudges at all. So yeah. So there we go. That's detailing. Now let's go into the articulation segment. So his head can go 360, so that's cool. He will look up about this far, which is really good, which is gonna be really good for like flying poses. And then he will look down about this far, but because of this electric mask piece, it's only gonna allow him to look down about that far. So you got some limitations because of that with him just looking down, but that's okay. He does pivot his head, kinda, but not really. But you kind of have to like futz with it a little bit to get it there. His arms do go up, but because of these tubes, you're not gonna get that much range of motion with the arms going up and then going down, or actually back. Actually, his arms going back. He does go back about that far. And then these pieces right here can come off because you are gonna be like moving this figure, but they do plug in rather easily. In fact, too easily. Which is not a complaint. It's actually meant to do that. And then the does he have a bicep? Oh yeah, he has a bicep swivel. Okay, so he does have a bicep swivel that also moves, and he has the double jointed elbows right there, and then he also has the wrists move 360 degrees there, and then they're on the hinge like I said earlier. So they can go up about that far and down about that far, so that's great. I mean, he has the diaphragm joint that also moves like this, and then he can crunch back about that far with that joint and also forward about that much. Um, let's see. Does he have a waist? Okay, he does not have a waist joint. And then again, he has two tubes right here that easily plug in and out due to posing him, so that's cool. And then his hips will allow him to kick that far up. And then not really far back because of these tubes. So That's a bit of a bummer, but you can't get him to go back about that far. And again, the tubes are gonna kind of come out because of that. So there we go. And then he has the thigh swivel. He has double jointed knees, but it does get kind of ugly once you move it because the black paint kind of like messes it up with these black patches on both of his knees. Like like that, it gets kind of ugly because it separates. And then his boots do go down about that far up, and they do have a pivot side to side with ankle rockers, so that's cool. So the articulation on this figure is not bad at all. But then again, you do have some limitations with it. But all in all, it's fair, you know? Oh, and I'm just noticing this little gold piece there. Kind of looks like Doctor Strange's little sling ring thing. Kind of looks like that. And he does stand pretty good. And to put the electric pieces on him, I'm only going to show you one of them, but I believe you're supposed to put them through the elbows, maybe the elbows. Or hold on. Okay, so you're supposed to like. I wish the box came with instructions at least on how to I mean there's pictures, but still it would be nice. Hold on. There's holes actually, so let me just. Oh wait, I see it. There's like a little groove like right here, which I believe that's how you put it in there. Okay. Come on. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, it just came out on me. So you kind of had to flex with this a little bit. There we go. Let's just twist that. There we go. So it kind of looks cool. It does look cool. What am I saying? So you basically have to attach it through the forearm. Basically where this black piece is right here on his forearm. And then just position the hand like that. So there you go. There is Electro. So let's get into the comparisons part of the video. I cannot wait to take pictures with him, with some other figures that I have. So moving this aside for now, here he is standing with the original, the OG, 2014, the 2014. This was back when Marvel Legends like really started their figures in waves, and this figure was in the Build-A-Figure Ultimate Green Goblin wave from the Ultimate Spider-Man universe, where he's like more beasty, without the glider, with the spikes and the little fire pieces on him. But yeah, this figure is from that wave. So here's the original Electro from the Amazing Spider-Man 2, which I did manage to find. And I think they're about the same height, which is actually pretty good because it is the same actor. But of course actors do get taller like after years have passed. So here's the original Electro from The Amazing Spider-Man 2 with the brand new Spider-Man No Way Home Electro from 2021, but the figure came out in 2025. Alright, so there's that figure. And of course, we cannot forget about, just for giggles, I brought this guy out. The Walmart exclusive Amazing Spider-Man 1 figure, standing with the No Way Home Electro. And you know what? These guys do stand great together. I'm not gonna complain, so there's that. And then, of course, why not? We've got the, not the 3-pack Andrew, but the separate retro card release of, Andrew. Standing with him right there. There's that, and it is still one of my favorite figures from 2023. So there's that, and then of course, since this is a No Way Home review, let's keep it going. Here is Doctor Strange with him. And here is the integrated suit Spider-Man. Makes the most sense, because this was the suit that he was fighting Electro with. And this guy, he is a pain in the ass to stand up. I don't know if it's because of years, because this is the 3-pack Tom Holland integrated suit, where it's the blue is a lot darker and there's webbing on it. And this guy, his height, but you guys could see that there. And then because yellow, here he is with the Deadpool and Wolverine figure. They stand good together. They do. There we go. And again, I gotta include the not the 3-pack Tobey Maguire figure, but the retro card Tobey figure standing with him. And then here is the Deluxe, and one of my favorite figures that Hasbro has put out. Here is the Deluxe Doc Ock figure with him. There he is right there. And I do have the Green Goblin figure, so let me go ahead and grab that. Alright, and we are back. I just grabbed Green Goblin. I forgot to put him out for this review, but here is the Deluxe Green Goblin with him. There we go. And I freaking broke this stand mostly, but this is not the single release of this pop, but the whatchamacallit, the Walmart exclusive 8-pack of Electro, his Funko Pop counterpart. And this one actually, yeah, it does. It has the arc reactor sculpted and painted there. And this came out before this figure. So, and I think one of the electric pieces came off of him too, because the bastard fell off my shelf. Yeah, the electric piece came out, but it's stuck on there because I kind of took my 2 fingers like this and like not squished it in there, because it is pretty loose in there. Not loose enough to the point where it's falling out. I mean, look. It's not coming out, but enough pressure to the point where it could stay on there. But if I'm gonna get a new Electro Pop from No Way Home, it's gonna be the glow-in-the-dark one, which is the exclusive to Hot Topic, I think it was. But yeah, his stand fucking broke. Yeah, look at that. So, yeah, there you go with that. So that was my review / unboxing of the Spider-Man No Way Home Electro Deluxe action figure from, of course, Hasbro and Marvel Legends. Let me know if you guys got this figure and what do you think about it? What do you guys think about this figure? There are really cool aspects about this figure, like the paint is pretty good on mine at least. The paint is really good. The accessories are really good. The only downside of this figure is that this electric piece does not come off. But guys, think about it. Even if this masterpiece were to come off, you would still have at least two little holes in that head, and it's just gonna be ugly. And the reason why those holes are gonna be in there is because, well, it's gonna plug into the head. Or they actually could have given us another head with a actual Jamie Foxx, Maxwell, uh, Dillion lightness. So, but what we do get is pretty acceptable. Like I do like the electric pieces here. I like the hands that he comes with. Um, I think what's going back in the box is I'm gonna have these electric pieces out, but one of these hands is gonna go back in the box, and that is gonna be it's gonna be this one right here. So, and one of the fisted hands is gonna go back in the box too, because I'm gonna display him with this hand and one fisted hand. So yeah, that's how he's gonna look on the shelf. So again, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.